It's good. Gasol got it to go.
Sweet move by Kobe. The best finisher of the game. Comes through in the clutch.
Throws it to Blake Griffin, and he hammers it home.
He's the kind of player that can change the face of your franchise.
The battle for LA basketball supremacy hasn't been much of a battle for the most part, more like hammer versus nail between the Lakers and Clippers. In fact, when you factor in UCLA's historic position in the history of the game, the Clips have probably been the third most prominent hoops franchise in the nation's second largest city.
Wow.
So, with the lingering buzz over Blake Griffin's rookie season and now the addition of a bona fide star point guard in Chris Paul, how much has the other LA team closed the gap on the Lakers? We take a look at the projected starting lineups right now, and I'll go to the Angelino here. Reggie Miller, you played for UCLA. You still live out there. How close has the margin gotten?
Well, if you look at the starting five, I love the Clippers starting five, obviously with Chauncey and CP3 in the backcourt. Ron Butler, there's a lot of questions out there, but it'll always be a Laker town. And I think there's another shoe to drop because the Lakers are not going to be upstaged, and the buses will never, ever take second fiddle to the Clippers. So I think something is coming down the pike here. I don't know what. I'm not here to say there's breaking news, but it will always be the Clippers. You see the Angels go out and get Albert Pujols, but everyone's still talking about who's going to own the Dodgers. So it's a great buzz for our league and a great buzz for the city of Los Angeles.
So you're saying the Clippers, there's only so much they can do?
There's only so much. The only thing that they can do is go deep in the playoffs and play well. And then they'll start to change the culture of the Clippers.
Just from a basketball standpoint, how much closer has it gotten?
A basketball standpoint, I'm going to go excitement. It's got a lot of excitement for the Los Angeles Clippers. I mean, basketball wins and losses, it's still going to be the Los Angeles Lakers. They still have Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and yes, they got to figure out their point guard situation, but when you start talking about the Lakers with Kobe Bryant and those two bigs, they still going to have more wins and losses than the Clippers. But as far as excitement, if I'm a young kid, want to see dunks and lobs, if I had to pay for one ticket, I'm probably going to go see the Clippers for the excitement.
Interesting.
So it's talking about wins and losses. At the end of the day, the Lakers will have more wins.
The players are obviously aware of the disparity between the two teams in terms of perception out there. When you're playing for the Clippers, as you did, how much does it weigh on you to know that most of the city is engaged with the other team? It's got to be even worse when you're playing in the same building, which wasn't the case when you were there.
Well, do you remember in high school, Reggie, when you'd play the JV game before the varsity game?
Correct.
And people would start to show up.
I probably remember that better. I probably remember that a lot better than the three of you.
No, not 7th and 8th grade, Matt. This is JV. That is the feeling. That is the sentiment. And what's awkward about it is that now that team obviously share the same building, but going into those games, you know it's a Laker town. Reggie said it best. They have the history. They've proven they've won. And I agree with Smitty. The Lakers are going to win more because they have players returning, players familiar with one another. They will win more basketball games. But I would rather go see the Clippers play this year. I would rather go to see something start off and something that's going to be exciting and something great. And I would rather pay half price. So all of those things put into consideration, it's going to be an exciting year for the Clippers, but the Lakers will still rule the town.
I'll tell you what, this will be interesting because if I'm the owner, Donald Sterling, we all know at Laker games they have the mood lighting like they do in the Garden, where it's dark everywhere else and only the court is lit.
It's like a theater.
Theater lighting. Yeah. They don't do that for Clipper games. I guarantee you, if I'm Donald Sterling, I'm thinking about I want the theater lighting because we are just as exciting. Everyone and the buzz is behind us. We want the same mood lighting and theater lighting that the Lakers get. I'm fighting for that. That'll tell me a lot.
You're fighting for the lighting.
I'm fighting for the lighting because if tickets are going up, as you say, the buzz is in L.A., why not?
Well, so far, since the Clippers arrived in California, the difference between the two has been way beyond lopsided. Look at the numbers, just the raw numbers. The Lakers have nearly twice the number of wins since the Clips came to California, not to mention all those championships. I mean, it is night and day. But
do their rent go up higher in the Staples Center, the Clippers now? Are they paying the same amount of rent?
I have no idea, but you can see that disparity, and this really legitimately for the first time, going into a season, Matt, that you could look at these two franchises and wonder who it is that you think potentially is going to be a better basketball team. This is the first time,
in
the history of Los Angeles having both teams in the city before the season saying, I wonder which team is going to be better this year. That
you
is
know,
for sure.
You know who's ticked off right now because of that? Kobe Bryant. This has been Kobe's landscape his whole career, 16 years. And now you think he wants to play second fiddle to Chris Paul and to Blake Griffin?
Reggie and Brent, you guys are from that area. Tell me how the atmosphere you think will be as far as Laker fans and Clippers fans when they play each other.
To me, it'll always be a Laker town. Unless, and we'll see come Monday and Wednesday when they have this exhibition game. And I know you can't draw a lot from an exhibition game, but you can draw a lot from the excitement and what the buzz and what the fans are talking about. So when you go to that game and you're starting to listen to the fans and more people are wearing Blake Griffin and Chris Paul jerseys, it's going to be interesting.